Hello students, I welcome you all to this session. I am Vaishali Kikan, Assistant Professor Electronics and Communication Engineering Department at KIIT Group of Institutions. Today in this session we are going to talk about packaging. This is the first video lecture on the packaging. In the next session also we will be talking about the packaging process. So first of all, what are different types of packaging? First is dual inline package, then we have single inline package, then thin small outline package. So dual inline is also called DIP package, single inline SIP package, thin small outline package TSOP, then we have quad flat pack, plastic leaded chip carrier, then we have leadless chip carrier. So quad flat pack is QFP, plastic lead chip carrier is PLCC, leadless chip carrier is LCC. Now what is packaging? It is the science and the art of establishing the interconnections. So a suitable operating environment is provided to the electrical circuit. Without this environment, our electrical circuit will not be able to perform in the environment. So what is the need of packaging? It supplies wire to the distribute signal and power, and it will be actually connecting to the outside world to the semiconductor chip. So it removes the heat generated by the circuit. So we are using such kind of material that it will be absorbing the heat. It provides physical support and environmental protection as well. So the chips that pass the wafer sort test undergo the final assembly and packaging. IC final assembly separates each good die from the wafer and attaches the die to a metal lead frame or the substrate. IC packaging encloses the die in a protective package. IC packaging perform four functions: protection from the environment, handling, signal interconnection, physical support and heat dissipation. There are two packaging levels. First level packaging involves the IC. Second level packaging places the IC on a circuit board. There are numerous packaging design constraints. And basic rule is various packaging parameters are there: number of terminals, electrical design consideration, thermal design considerations are there. Then we have to do the reliability testability as well. Now, as the rule, application requirements prescribe the number of logic circuits or bits of storage that must be packaged or interconnected, supplied with electric power, kept within a proper temperature range, and mechanically supported and protected against the environment. So these all things we want. We are very clear about all of these things. So I hope you don't have any doubt in these things. Now the parameters, the packaging parameters. First is the number of terminals. Major cost factor is the number of terminals that we have. If we have higher number of terminals, the cost will be high. The dependent on the function of VLSI device, and whatever function we have to perform, according to the function we will be having the number of terminals. The smallest pin out or the memory IC will be there. Stream of data can be limited to a single bit, and larger pin out means a group of logic circuits result from a random partitioning of a computer. Then second packaging parameter is electrical design consideration. As a signal propagates, it is degraded due to the reflection and the line resistance as well. Controlling the resistance and the inductance controls switching noise. Controlling the impedance means control reflection related noise. Controlling the capacitive coupling reduces crosstalk. Then we have thermal designing considerations. Keep the operating junction temperature low. It prevents the triggering the temperature. It is activated failure. General recommendations are the junction temperature should be less than 150 degrees Celsius. So heat transfer occurs chip surface from the chip surface by the conduction, package surface the ambient by convection and the radiation. So whenever we have heat on the surface, by conduction the heat transfer will be there, and whenever we have heat on the package surface, the convection and radiation process will be there to transfer the heat. Then we have reliability. Reliability is used for good thermomechanical performance. So whenever we have good thermomechanical process, we will be classifying it as good reliability. Interfaces are subjected to relatively high process temperature as the device is powered on or off. So we will be having residual stresses which are created. Reliability problems are there in the packages. Then we have testability. Its assumption is that a zero defect manufacturing is produced, but actually we don't have zero defect manufacturing. Some defects are also obviously there, so rarely practiced because of a high cost. So testability, I always have told you that testability has the highest cost, and this is the reason it is rarely practiced. Several tests are employed to assess the reliability. Now, IC final assembly consists of 4 steps. First is back grind. It reduces the wafer thickness to the appropriate dimension. Then we have die separation. It cuts each die from the wafer. Then we have die attach, the physical attachment of the die to the lead frame or substrate. Die attach is done by epoxy attach, eutectic attach and glass frit attach. Then we have wire bonding, attaches the fine diameter wires between the die bonding pads and the terminals of the lead frame to form the electrical connections. The 3 basic type of wire bonding are thermocompression bonding, ultrasonic bonding and thermosonic ball bonding. So now coming to the packaging. So we have traditional IC packaging material, which are plastic packaging and ceramic packaging. Plastic packaging uses an epoxy polymer to encapsulate the wire bonded die and lead frame. This technology has many different type of plastic packaging. We have already seen some types of plastic packaging in the first slide. Then we have ceramic packaging, which is used for state-of-art IC packaging that requires either maximum reliability or higher power. The 2 main types of ceramic packaging are either a refractory high temperature ceramic or ceramic DIP, which is also called CRDIP technology. Both have a hermetic seal, sealed against moisture. All assembled and packaged shipped undergo the final electric test for IC reliability. Then I hope you understood the packaging procedure. If you still have any kind of doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment and I will be trying to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. I hope you like this video. If you like it, you can push the like button, and I hope you will be joining me in the next video lecture in which I will be discussing in detail about the packaging. So thank you so much.